Hi folks, I'm Jimmy. This is an update from my last video, Jimmy's Robot Lawnmower, also known as Francis. Since my last video, I've installed swivel wheels. This is really awesome here because the driving is just easier and it turns on a dime with these swivel wheels. I mean, it is so awesome. And it just works out so wonderfully better than before when I had those old deck wheels. Also, I'd like to apologize to everybody because I did not explain how Francis, my robot lawnmower, actually worked. And I just kind of ran through it and I apologize. So let's go through it one more time for you, okay? But over here, of course, these are two mobility motors and wheels. I purchased an old mobility chair from a nice lady in Houston. Her name is Francis. And some of the bolts and everything from the old wheels, from the stock wheels, almost matched up. I had to do some drilling and some clamps and stuff like that, but they mounted pretty well. And so that worked out pretty good. Also, the electronics part. Now this here is a Fly Sky transmitter. Now what happens here is the transmitter sends a signal down to here. This is a Fly Sky receiver. The receiver here receives the information from the transmitter down to here. Now this is a Cytron motor controller. Some of them call them motor drivers, some call them motor controllers, drivers, you know. But this is the heart of the whole operation right here. This is where your motors and your power is attached to. You got your left and, of course, your right motor here and your power source here. Now, without the motor controller / driver, you're not doing anything because, you know, these are very hard to come by right now. If you find one on the internet at a reasonable price, that is, buy it right away because they're hard to find. This here is just a computer fan. You know, there's a port here that has for a computer fan, actually. You know, you could just plug it in. And hopefully, it will never have to come on. But if it does come on, it'll cool it down. It'll cool down the motor controller. This is a 12-volt battery. Now, another thing, too, I like to have a bigger battery, but I was running on a tight budget, okay? I was running on a tight budget. Here, I just kept some extra fuses just in case. You know, sometimes when it had a problem when it came in a bind, it would blow the fuses. And I'm a big believer in fusing everything because even here, the motors, everything, you gotta fuse it because sometimes you may have a problem and the first thing they'll do is blow the fuses. Whoa, boy, she's very sensitive. Okay, so extra fuses. I got a toggle switch right here, turns the power off and on. Over here I have a charging port. Right here I have a charging port that I plug in with my charger. Just plug that in. Also, I made it so you can do different battery chargers too because you can unplug these and charge it directly to the box. Now I made this box too, by the way, over scrap lumber. And of course I put the spoiler on there just for fun, you know, just for fun. The lawnmower itself was given to me. It was in bad shape. The lawnmower had a bunch of dirt and stuff in the jet fuel tank. It was just, I don't know. Anyways, I took it all apart and cleaned it, and now it runs pretty well right now. So let's give it a try. And oh, another thing too. I put over here, this is a servo that I have attached here, right here to channel 6. Now that, when it goes this way, I took that big spring off there, you know, and I attached a servo. And also it has a fail-safe. If I get out a signal from Francis from the lawnmower, it will automatically turn the engine off. So that's another fail-safe that I've put in here. And these Fly Sky, they're awesome. They're cheap. Well, not cheap, but you know what I mean? They're cheap enough to where you can almost afford them. But they also are very reliable too, okay? So we got this, she's off, turns the motor off, turns the switch here, and you're ready to start. So I haven't started it in a long time since our last video, so let's give it a try and see if it's going to start. Hello, Justin. Have not gotten any better since our last video. We're going to turn it off. All right, from the servo, we're turning it off now. My cameraman says I'm running kind of lengthy on my time. So thank you all for watching. You never know what I'll come up again next time. Thank you a lot. Bye-bye.